Hi guys, welcome to Brains and the Beat. If you're new here, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're oldie but goodie, thank you for staying tuned to your girl. I've been going to school, so that's why you guys have been getting a lot of voiceovers. But anyways, let's get into the story. And the cash reward for information on Jamaican-born suspect in the killing of Vermont woman last year have been increased. The U.S. Marshal Service announced Monday that is now offering up to US $10,000 for information that leads to the arrest of Leroy Hadley, 37, who they said has ties to Jamaica, where he is originally from, and across the US and Canada. The service have previously offered US $5,000, and if you guys don't know, the US $10,000 converts to Jamaican $1 million. Hadley is wanted on a second-degree murder charge in May 3 shooting death of his partner and mother of his children, Aniko Annette Lumba, 37, in South Burlington. Hadley's criminal conduct and disregard for law has made this apprehension a top priority for the U.S. Marshals, Bradley Rose, the U.S. Marshals for Vermont, said in a written statement. Although Hadley has avoided apprehension for almost a year, this investigation remains active and intensive. Hadley's car was found on May 18th in Albany, New York. There was some information during the investigation indicating that he was in Philadelphia at one point, Deputy U.S. Marshal Michael Barron said on Tuesday. The service says it is believed he is living under an assumed name and may have shaved his head or changed his appearance. This is an individual that certainly could be anywhere in the U.S., Barron said. It is certainly possible that he set up roots in an area that no one knows who he is and he's just doing his thing. So that is a picture of him. As you guys can see, it's not only Jamaicans that are in Jamaica killing their partners, but they're also killing their partners overseas too. I don't know what it's about. I don't know if it's a new trend. I don't know what it is, but it needs to stop. I'm going to be doing another video on this rogue cop situation that has been brewing in the media. They said they wanted to give some clarifications about some things, and honestly, these clarifications that they're giving only making things worse. Independent Commission of Investigations, which is investigating Sunday's bizarre incident during which 3 rogue policemen shot and killed an unarmed civilian at Chedwin Park near Spanish Town, St. Catherine, has offered several clarifications. Earlier reports on the incident, which also led to the death of the policeman and another civilian during a fierce gun battle. According to INDECOM, the 3 officers involved were off-duty cops. Earlier reports stated that they were on suspension from the Mobile Reserve arm of Jamaica Constabulary Force. INDECOM said the 3 men killed have been identified as Sheldon Daly, Kevron Burrell, and Corporal Rohan Williams. Neither Mr. Daly nor Burrell were in possession of a firearm. So they're saying I think it was 4 guns that they found were not in their possession. They were on, I guess they're trying to say was only in one person's possession. I don't know who INDECOM will take to believe that, or is going to believe that, but anyways, the police oversight body said an off-duty police saw when Daly was shot. This report took place at a social event at Chedwin Park Sunday morning. The off-duty policeman challenged the armed men who fled the scene along with 2 other men in a Nissan AD wagon. During the subsequent chase, it is reported that gunshots were fired from both the white Nissan vehicle and the off-duty chasing officer. The chase ended when the car with the rogue cops collided with a silver AD wagon at the junction of Brunswick Avenue and Jobs Lane, INDECOM said. Following the crash, further shots were discharged by police officers, the full facts of which are being investigated. According to INDECOM, at the crash scene, it was discovered that both Williams, who was in the white Nissan AD wagon, and Burrell, who was in the silver AD wagon, has suffered gunshot injuries. Both subsequently died from their injuries. 3 other civilians who were in the silver Nissan AD wagon were seriously injured. It has been asserted that all 3 men in the white Nissan AD wagon were all off-duty officers attached to the mobile reserve. The 2 surviving officers were detained. However, one of the officers, Corporal Kirk Fraser, absconded while in detention and is being actively sought by the JCF, according to INDECOM. Them not look for nobody, and they're not actively searching for anyone, and them let him go because they want to. And like I said in my other video, the officer that actually pursued the 3 off-duty cops that were acting as hitman, he needs to be careful, because this one that they claim absconded or escaped, he's probably coming for the other cop and his family. INDECOM said the second officer is currently in police custody, and it has been confirmed that the white Nissan AD wagon is a police service vehicle allocated to the mobile reserve. So they're using police assigned stuff to do them dirty work, to do them murders, to do them hits. Wow. Several items were reportedly found in the police car, including 2 sets of registration plates. A 3rd set was attached to the front and the rear of the car. Also found were a police vehicle logbook for 1 set of the plates found inside the car, a detached police blue emergency light, 5 firearms, of which 3 have been identified as a police service Glock weapon. So they had all their assigned weapons on them. Wow. And 2 weren't assigned. So if anything should go down, they can use their service weapons, and said they feared for their life, or they were in a shootout, and then plant the other 2 that is not legal to them or attached to them, plant it on the person that they killed and act like it was a shootout. And that's what they do a lot of times in Jamaica. That is facts. INDECOM has also confirmed that the 2 surviving police officers from the white Nissan AD wagon were on bail on separate murder cases before the home circuit court. So me I wonder if the 8 officers them that were on trial with Chucky Brown that they let off are the same ones that are involved in this whole rogue cop thing. Cause this part that said that they're on bail for murder is kind of suspect to me. And how are they on bail for murder and they're not suspended, and they still have their JCF given weapons? Don't you suspend people when they are on court cases until their court cases clear up, especially if you're in a police force and you're charged for murder? Isn't that going to make the whole police force look bad? I don't know. Jamaica's laws and how they deal with things are so backwards. It gets me every single time. Meanwhile, INDECOM has indicated that it's conducting a number of parallel investigations. In addition to discovering precisely how these 3 men lost their lives and who was responsible, the oversight body is also inquiring into the status of the charged officers and why they were not suspended from full police custody, like I said a while ago. A report has already been requested from the Commissioner of Police to address this matter. Additionally, INDECOM wants to know how the road cops were able to secure a police service vehicle, police guns, and ammunition to embark on this incident. How Fraser was able to escape from custody, having been detained at the scene, and to establish the ownership and provenance of all the firearms recovered in the crashed police vehicle. Those are things that I want to know also. And when INDECOM find out that, please tell me, because we would love to know. And Mr. Police Commissioner, we are waiting, sir. We are waiting. They put you in that position. Commissioner, we are waiting, sir. We are definitely waiting because they put you in that position so you can give results. We never put you in there if you sit up in the position like the others did and not do anything.
Hi guys, so I also wanted to include in this that the commissioner, Mr. Anthony Anderson, actually disbanded the Jamaica Constabulary Force Mobile Reserve. So that means, I'm going to tell you what disband mean: break up, or cause to break up or stop functioning. Disperse, demobilize, dissolve, scatter, or separate. It doesn't exactly mean that they are going to be no more. It just means that they are suspended until this whole rogue cop situation die down, something else takes over the news so they can go back to their normal job. Because honestly, I don't feel like they're going to do a good enough investigation, and no one is going to be held accountable. But if you guys wanted an update, there is the update right there for you.
It's full time now that the Jamaica government actually hire someone that can be a leader for the JCF and not just put our poster child in that position. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.
Hey, all them a preach and preach, step over they go beat and teach. Them a jive by and all know them can't reach. Go and back up your grandmother preach. Them a pussy on the street and me see it. Go over they go beat and teach. Beat and teach. So beat and teach. So beat and teach.